All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharakah Kodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect and the one-third, pushing us 100% truth across the four winds so we can sit elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, just making sure the audio is good. All right, so as you see, the title reads, Remember, work out your own salvation. Okay, so this lesson, okay, is to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right, the times that we are in, all right, and the times that are, in front of us, it's going to expose a lot of people that live a carefree, rejoicing, faithless lifestyle. And, these people are amongst us. Some of these people are family members. Some of these people are even our women, or what you call girlfriends. And some of these people even, all right, are our children, okay, or close friends. So the times that we are living in, all right, are very sober, okay. And a lot of people's feathers are going to get ruffled. All right, a lot of people are going to be put in uncomfortable situations. And you always got to remember that you got to seek your own salvation. So this lesson, all right, is to the sincere brothers and sisters, to understand that the times that we are in, you're going to have to seek your own salvation because those around you, all right, are going to succumb, or if you will, fall to the system. Okay, now I have a video that I'm not going to play, but I'm going to show you. Okay, and this is what sparked and inspired me to do this lesson. And these are the times. So this is Acts 14 and 22. All right, now let me read this. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples. Okay, so this is to confirm. All right, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So as you see, we're in the time of much tribulation is going to come upon us, and wisdom and knowledge is going to be our stability. All right, but the people around us, they're not going to have that stability, and we can't have the mindset of carrying them along while we're still trying to seek our own salvation. Now, I will say this for one. All right, Salakia. There are many accounts. There are many accounts in the Bible where a man's faith got his whole entire house delivered, and then there's other accounts where a man's faith only got him delivered, and those in his house were destroyed. You see, so at the end of the day, do we want our loved ones delivered? Do we even, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We want to be delivered first and foremost, and we want, our what you call loved ones delivered as well. But we're in very sobering times, and we have to understand that sounds sweet. Of course, you want your children, your wife, or your girlfriend, or your mother, your father. Hey, there's nothing wrong with having that mindset of love and compassion towards your fellow, counterpart. But at the same time, you also have to embrace the bitter that might not be the case, you see. And I'm saying all that because I came across this video, and I'm not even going to click the video. I'm going to keep it full screen because the algorithms, all right, are so finicky that anything I do to indicate anything outside of the parameter that we're allowed to speak, they could flag this. So these are the videos, and as you can see, the one right here in the front, okay, it's basically a video of a daughter recording her father crying to her, telling her not to do what she goes like everyone else is doing, and did it. And I watched the video in its entirety, and I'm gonna say this first. As you see in this picture, all right, his daughter, she's a complete piece of shit. Okay, and you can hear the father crying, man. He's crying to her. He's telling her, please don't. my wife has done it. Okay, please don't. Okay, I'm sure you brothers can see what I'm insinuating on. And like I said, I don't want to stick too much on it because I've kind of done this before and they still flag me. But you brothers see, okay, right here. So he's telling her not to do it, and then she records him crying while he's telling her not to do it, and then she records her after she did it. And it just said, and it's a sobering video, okay, because of the times we're in. You have to understand that this is going to happen. Okay, you're going to have family members that are not going to take heed. You may have loved ones that are not going to take heed. You may even have children that are not going to take heed. And understand the Lord has put in a very cold spirit on us, because we're going to have to embrace that tribulation. Because when all hell breaks loose, when everything that we've been spoken about in the spirit, all right, starts coming to pass, people are going to bug out even more, and people are going to fight like enemies. And some of our own people that we put on, some of our family members that we cast pearls amongst, they're going to show you in the latter times that they were nothing more than swine. And you have to have that mindset. I'm not saying they are swine now, but have the mindset that they might be just like these people we see out here. Okay, you have to have that in your mind, because if that does take place, which of course you pray not, but if it does take place, you do not marvel. Remember, the scriptures say, "Marvel not when she trespasses against you." Okay, this is Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And just like in that video, hey, that man's gonna have to turn his back on them. Okay, and that's what some of us, okay, may have to do. All right, or at least I'll say we understand that that is an option on the table, that we may have to flee, even though they don't want to flee with us. And I keep thinking about Lot and his wife, man. Okay, now for time's sake, I'm just gonna get the account in Luke, but you can go into Genesis, the 19th chapter, to get full detail. But we're all familiar with what happened with Lot. And you have to understand that. And like in the movie Road, which is a great movie, in the beginning, it happened, but they didn't show it till about midway through. His wife left her husband and her son. Okay. So you got to understand the Lord is bringing division. All right. What you believe, your household may not believe. What you have faith in, your household may not have faith in. But through your faith and works, can they be delivered? Yes. But on the flip side of that, they also may not be. This is why you have to embrace the bitter and sweet as the times we're coming into. And like I said, go on World Star and watch this, man. This was a bitter, wretched, nasty, vile soul that was, hey, whatever, heathens or not, this is still her father, okay? And she completely dishonored him, man. All right. And he was breaking down. But see, we can't be in that spirit. We understand that these things might take place. We understand that portions of our people, well, there is a portion of our people that are going to fall by the wayside. Okay. Now I want to get this. This is Luke 21:16. And it reads, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks. Like Jake say, not all skin folk is kinfolk, and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And why? Because what we're saying, what we're speaking about, what we're prophesizing, and what we believe in, and what we stand for. You see? So understand that, man. Okay, understand as the days move forward, the normal routine that you have, or the normal shoulders that you brush, okay, though that might not be the norm in the near dear future. Okay, girlfriends can turn on us, women can turn on us, children can turn on us, parents can turn on us. Oh, speaking of parents, let's prove that. One of my favorite scriptures, I believe it's Isaiah 59 or 49. So bear with me if I got it wrong. Let's see. No, that's not the one I want. I think it's 49. Okay. Real quick. It just came to mind. So just give me a second. I think that's Isaiah 49:15. I can quote it. I can also Google it. But let me just see. Isaiah 49:15. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, the Bible is telling you that a woman, your own mother, okay? Remember the curses. Your own mother could turn on you, man. All right? Your own mother, your own father, the woman, children, friends, family, kinfolk, boss, coworker, neighbor, they can all turn on us. This is why you have to continue to keep that Clark Kent. This is why you can only reveal so much. This is why you walk in circumspect and discretion, all right? Because going back, this man laid all his cards on the table and she was secretly recording it, man, to make him look like he's crazy, okay? So this can happen to us as well, but we understand that. And it says, yea, they may forget, yet I will not forget thee. So remember that. Yahweh Bashim Shai is not going to forget us, okay? So at the end of the day, whether or not you may want such and such to be delivered, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the time coming, the tribulation is going to be so heavy that you got to make sure you're seeking your own salvation. Lot's wife was told not to look back, and she looked back, but what did Lot do? He kept pushing forward, you see? So no matter what goes down, we're going to have to gird up and push forward, all right? And we're aware of that, but the time we're in, that video was very compelling, okay? It was very compelling and edifying if you understand the severity of what's to come. And like I said again, I'm not saying that that can happen, but I'm also saying that be aware that that could happen. You see, this truth gives you a balance. It gives you what they call an emotional balance. It teaches you to rule your spirit. All right. Remember, be ye sober. All right. Because the devil has a roaring lion. Let's get this Matthews 12:46. All right. Because while we're sitting here worrying about family members, all right, and at that, family members that don't even believe, and I'm not saying that's a knock to them. We also have family members that do believe. Call Lo Yabashmel Shai. But no matter what, at the end of the day, you got to worry about you. Because I'll say this, while we may not be with family members, and let's even say we don't even hear about our family members betraying us, in the back of our minds, I'm speaking as a man, I'm going to have faith that my family, whom they may be, we don't got to go into detail, but my family will be protected because of my faith. And I'm thinking about the account, all right, of the centurion. I'm thinking about the other account of the other man that he left his daughter's bedside to seek Yahushai, and he said, she's already healed. You see? So you don't have to be with your family for them to be delivered, all right? Because you got to worry about you first and foremost, because through you, Lord's will, we're the elect, all right? The 144,000, Adon Ratazah amongst the 1/3, through us, they will come back. They will come back, okay? But in the midst of all that, we need to focus more on who? The brothers, the sisters, fathers, and mothers of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We have our family, all right? We have brothers, and that's who? Those that do the will. That's who you should be worrying about, okay? Because we are literally witnessing the first generation of Zion getting ready to be delivered to bring back the rest of the nation. So we need the elect, which they will, but your mind should care about the elect, you know? This is Matthews 12:46. It says, while he yet talked to the people, and really, I also want to get Luke too. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. And that's one thing too, you understand. This truth, it puts you in a position where you understand how to separate from the will of Yahweh Shem Shai and the will of the people, okay? Your mother may want you to do this, but what does your father, Yahweh Shem Shai, want you to do? Now watch what Yahweh Shai did. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. Just like now, you go to camp, you may be doing the lessons, you may get a text from a family member, you may get a call from a family member, but you got to push them to the side because you're doing the will of the Father first. Okay? What comes first? Yahweh Bashem El Shai. You see? And it says, but he answered and said unto him, now we don't do this disrespectfully. We still honor our mother and father, those around. We do it to the best of our ability. I'll leave it like that. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. You see? So if you are a brother that's at camp or you're associated with brothers, okay, and they're doing the will, that's who comes first, because those are who's the important to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Lot's wife wasn't important. Lot was important. Okay, they went to Lot. You see, you understand that? All right. Who was on the outside of the gates? Lot was. You see, so we understand who's important in this thing. Those that do the will of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, the true worshipers. We're in that hour where the true worshipers shall worship in truth and sincerity. That's who we worry about, because we understand outside of that, all right, those around us could also turn on us, all right, or do a whole new flip, man. You see? So be aware of that. And that's what that's what I got from that video. And that also, remember, Yahweh Shai came to bring division, and I'm going to get that as well. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. See? So we have mothers, sisters, and brothers out here, but those that are doing the will. So we worry about them. I care about sisters being delivered as well. Sincere sisters, sincere widows. Absolutely. We're not here to shun you. Okay. But our main focus is on the brothers first and foremost. All right. And then outside of that, we have family as well. And Adon Ratazah, they be delivered. But first and foremost, Adon Ratazah, I be delivered. I got to worry about me. Okay. That's how heavy the time we're entering in. Okay. Where we ain't going to be able to juggle a whole household, but we're going to put that burden on the Lord. And if it be his will, that will take place. So like I said, with everything going on, that video, it's an eye opener, okay, to what's to come to a lot of these people. Now let's get Luke 12 and 51. Okay, this is the bitter you got to swallow, but be spiritually mature and balanced to handle that. Don't be looking side eye at your girlfriend, waiting for her to turn on you, but just understand that that can happen. You can pray to the Lord, please, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, make my enemies be at peace with me, protect my family, protect me if it be your will, but you understand that. Now look at this. Hamashiach divides men. You see, division. This is Luke 12, and this video was division. This video was Matthew's 12, all right? Or excuse me, Matthew's 10, and I'm going to get it. And the way the spirit that was on her, excuse my language, but I say, she's a piece of shit. Her father was crying, man. Her father, the seed, okay? She came from her father, and she's looking at him like he's a piece of shit. But this is all the bitter truth. Understand that, man. Spirits are going to jump on people out here, okay? Spirits are going to jump on people. Do not get complacent with those around you, especially if they're not serving Yahweh Bashem El Shai. And you know what? Why I can say that? Because you on the regular and daily are constantly examining your own self and making sure you're right with the Lord. So if you're doing that while serving the Lord and having the name, how much more people that don't have the Lord, don't know his name, and ain't serving him? People can change like that, man. Just like that, a demon can jump on them. And a spirit of betrayal, all right? A spirit of deception, a spirit of discord, a spirit of bearing false witness. Did they not do that to our Lord? His own people turned on him. So don't for a second think that that can't happen to us. The servant is not greater than his master. And like I said, this video is only inspired, or excuse me, this lesson is only inspired based off the video that I saw. And I highly recommend you brothers go and watch it, man. All right. It's easy to go on Worldstar. All right. This is Luke 12 and 51. And it reads, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. Okay. Rather division. So division is out here. There's division amongst America. There's division amongst businesses. There's division amongst couples. There's division amongst relationships. And there's division amongst households. You've seen that when Trump was in office. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against another. Now, we don't need to go down in detail of what they're going to be divided in, but you can clearly see how they can be divided. Even this truth causes division. Okay, when Yahweh Shem Shai revealed this truth to me, my mother was divided completely against me, and I embraced it. I accepted it, and I had other family members as well. Hey, that's a part of the cost. Okay, and it says the father shall be divided against the son, and in this case, the father was divided against his own daughter, and he offered her money. She's completely divided. You can see in her face, she got demons on her. So the Lord is sending demons, all right, of a spirit of division on people. And remember, the love of many shall wax cold. So those loved ones, their love for you is going to wax cold, man. Grandmama, Luke 12:53, the father shall be divided against the son or the daughter, and the son against the mother against the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. And why? Because of opinions, because of faith, because of beliefs, and because what you stand for. And everything we stand for is contrary to this world, all right? The spirit of truth, the world cannot receive, okay? The world cannot receive this truth, man. You see? So understand what we stand for, the world is against it, okay? The world is against it. You see? Let's see, what do we want here? It's right up and in here. Let's read 13. It says, howbeit when he, the spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth, for he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will shew you things to come. So we understand the things that are coming, okay? We understand the things that are coming down the pike, all right? Let's put this in real quick. It's right in this verse. The spirit of truth. Oh, didn't Apostle Paul say, I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? It was in 14. Yep, I need this one real quick. John 14 and 17, even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. So they can't receive us. So this is why this lesson is directed towards us. Understand, if this is going on in a non-belief household, all right? If this is going on in a non-belief household, how much more ours? Do we want that to happen? No, but we understand that it can. Even Apostle Paul or disciple Peter, he said we left all. We left mother and father. What shall we receive? You see? So some of these people that we may have left, but not left as in thrown them down or shitted on them per se, but a demon could get on them like, man, I feel like you left me. Like I didn't leave you. I'm right here. But what you're doing, that could mean that. So real quick, let me write this down because I want to pull that up too. Just give me a second. All right. So let's read this. John 14 and 17, even the spirit of truth whom the world cannot receive because it seeth them not. Right? People don't believe what we believe, man, because they ain't been given the gift of faith. The scriptures also say that the Most High has to choose you to hear him. It says, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. See? So the spirit of truth that we have, the world can't receive that. All right? This is why we forsook all. All right? But understand, in that forsaking, some of them could get bitter. All right? We're still around. We're still a phone call away. But see, these people, they want our undivided attention and nothingness. All right? If our family was really on a certain level and they knew what we were involved in, they would be promoting us all up and down, because they know that, hey, man, this is right, what they're doing, and you have that. You have brothers that have family members that understand what they're doing And hey, man, the Lord gonna deliver them. This is Matthew's 19 and 27. The disciples' reward. The disciples' reward. Excuse me. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. Right, being what? A living sacrifice. So meaning what? Everything gets put second. Okay. I remember a couple of years ago, I was dealing, just as a personal testimony, I was dealing with a woman. And I don't say what I do on Saturdays, but I do say that I have something that I do, with family, whatever. Use wisdom. You'll learn that. And she said, well, if you continue to deal with me, that Saturday thing with your brothers ain't going to happen no more. I kicked her ass to the curb. Now, did I do it right that moment? Nope. But I used wisdom and I was harmless as a dove, but I kicked her ass to the curb, man. See, so you'll have people that will try to interrupt what you're doing for Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Okay, so you gotta be in the back burner, man. Women will tell you that I don't like being on the back. Well, I ain't here to serve you. All right, that's a demon. Anyways, it says, have forsaken all and followed me. And I'm gonna say this: any brothers out there that got a woman that's taking up too much of your time, you better put your foot down before Yahweh Shema Shai do. You better be a man and put your foot down when it comes to your woman and your children. Ain't nothing wrong with taking care of them, but they do not come before the Lord because the Lord allowed them to be in your life. All right? Remember that. It says, and followed me, and what shall we have therefore? Yahweh Shai said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the reincarnation, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that has forsaken houses or brethren or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. And it makes me go back to Luke, where it said in 21 that father, mother, brethren, children, woman could betray you. So you forsaken them now. All right, meaning what? You're not just kicking them out the house, or you're not just saying F you, but you know where to put them, because you also understand that, one, they don't come first, and two, potentially they could turn on you. You see? So all these things have to play a role in your mind. All right. Now we finished Luke. All right, and we finished Luke 21, right? Let's see. Let me just make sure. We had Luke 15. I just want to make sure. I believe we finished it, so I want to go to Matthew's now. So let me just go down. What chapter are we in? Where are we in? Luke 19, Luke 12. Bear with me. I just want to make sure that I'm getting all the meat off the bone for this lesson, okay? The biggest thing in this truth, brothers, is learning balance with loyalty and betrayal, all right, when it comes to your family. All right, so let's go down. Did I read 51? 50, yeah, okay, perfect. So we read that. Now let's go to Matthew's. All right, let's go to Matthew's 10. This is the sweet and bitter of this truth, okay? Even Yahweh Shai didn't tell his men who was going to betray him, but he knew that that man was amongst them. All right, this is Matthew's 10 and 34. And I also am going to have to get Luke 17 pertaining to Lot's wife. We have to. It's for edification's sake. This is Luke 10 and 34. Think not that I'm come to send peace on earth, right? And he said he's also bringing division. He said, I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household. And that first started what? When you learning this truth and you brought it where? To your house. Boy, you better get out my house with that. I still honor my mother and father, but I told my mother, I said, hey, do you want to know the name of the Lord? I don't want to know that. I don't want to hear it. Okay, that's it. Okay, I ain't tripping. You see? And it says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. Right? Hey, I speak as a man. I lost my life. All right. Everything that I had before this truth, I gave up for Yahweh Bashem Shai. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai, I never looked back. All right. And I pray the Lord keeps me in his good graces. But within this truth, did I try to keep a relationship with those that are of family? Absolutely. Now, if it doesn't work, hey, it doesn't work. I got to still push forward. You know, that's what you got to remember. You see, you got a children or child. Hey, there's nothing wrong with you still being in their life, but understand that what comes first. You see. Now let's get Luke. All right, let's get Luke real quick, and I'm gonna kind of breeze through it because there's one in particular point I want, and that's gonna be pretty much all I wanted to get on this lesson. I didn't want to make it too long, but this vibration has to go out, especially the times we're in, man. Okay. And matter of fact, I just thought of something through the spirit. Well, Salakia, the spirit just gave me something. Let me get Lamentations real quick. Lamentations, where are you at? Go to 3. I want to show you something. All right. This truth, man, it's really here to build us up as men. All right. I might even watch the Book of Eli later. You know that. Looking like that movie. This is Lamentations 3:26. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? You may be amongst family members. You may be amongst people that just ain't right, but they're still your family, or some reason they're still around. You ain't got to stress the issue to them. It says, it is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. He sitteth alone. See that? Hey, I'm going to tell you, brothers, you need your alone time, okay? In this truth, you need your alone time. You don't always got to be up under a fucking woman, man. Excuse my language. You ain't always got to be up under. She ain't on your level, man. Now, the Lord may bless you with a woman that gives you peace, but she ain't going to fully give you the peace like Yahweh Shai gives us peace. We have a comforter, all right? So, hey, in this truth, you learn to sit alone. It says, he sitteth alone and keepeth silence because he has borne it upon him. See? So we understand that, man. And that keeps us in a sober mindset, keeps us in a contrite and broken heart. But the Lord is near to a contrite and broken heart. Okay? Now, let me get this in closing. This is Luke 17:26. And as it was in the day of Noah, so shall it also, excuse me, hold on, just give me a second. All right. Salakia. Last couple verses. It says, Luke 17:26, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. And I want to say this, we're also given into marriage, but to who? To Yahweh Shai. We're waiting on our groom, man. All right? Lord's will, we're the virgin. We got a wedding we're getting ready for. While our family and friends and people around us is watching this person get married, saying, hey, do you want to come to this wedding? You want to come to this? Hey, but in our mind, we know where we stand. We got a wedding we're getting ready for, okay? And there's big preparations that come with that. Remember, we're going to have to go out and meet the groom, We're going to have to go out and meet the groom with our oil. It says, likewise, also it was the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. And that day he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. You see? So the same situation where a man was delivered for his faith, right? The Lord still took out his unbelieving woman. So why did Yahweh Shai tell us, remember Lot's wife? Because just like what happened with Lot and his wife could happen to us. So having that understanding and that mindset with what's going on right now and what's about to, transpire further, a day no like it. You're going to have to understand you're going to have to be more holier now than ever. Certain people you're going to have to disassociate with. Certain people you're going to have to, you may cut off or slowly separate from. Hey, I'm in that spirit now, man. Anytime my mind thinks about some unnecessary person, whatever, let me meditate on a scripture. It doesn't matter, you know? So, in closing, man, I just really wanted to touch on this lesson through the spirit. I didn't want to make this too long, but I felt this vibration needed to go out. I highly recommend you brothers go watch that video. It just shows you, really what's to come on these people, man. Okay, but we have the scriptures first and foremost. So understand everything ain't peaches and cream. And I will say also, yes, the Lord can deliver not only you and your household, but the Lord also may not deliver your household and could just deliver you. We're still seeking our own salvation. We can't guarantee our own. You see? So those are things to meditate upon and understand while walking in his truth, and it'll keep you humble and as a diligent servant to the Lord. So Lord's will, you brothers and few sisters were edified and moved through the spirit as I was. And I just want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baha, Rakak, With that being said, Shalom.